Welcome back to WWF. This is episode 2, and in this episode we are going to hit the biggest and the most exciting month I can possibly do. We're at the UFC Dome this evening. As you can see, episode 1's done. We've got Ring of Honor coming. That should be coming out with this lot. I've got editing to do, and then I've got two episodes go out next week. You would have watched these, and then I've got TNA all done. TNA's all ready to go to its anniversary. And we've got plans now going into Mouth of Glory ready. That's all ready to go. So we're going to get WrestleMania done, get them edited together, and get Ring of Honor done at my own leisure. So I ain't got to rush through and get that set up, because that's going to be a big project, because it's a new series. But our opening match, in a decent match, Terry Taylor defeated Steven Regal in 7:58 by pin with a flying forearm smash. Well, Terry Taylor got a 60, Regal got a 60, no work improvements, 64C. We've got some announcements to make in a bit. But in a decent match, Jim, Nadine Hart and Owen Hart defeated the Bushwhackers in 75, and Owen Hart defeated Bushwhacker Butch by pin with a missile dropkick. Owen Hart was head and shoulders above Owen Bushwhacker Luke was strong in the link, trying to kill performance. Owen Hart 63, Jim 52, Butch 54, Bushwhacker Luke 41. No work appearance, he's a grizzled veteran. He's got a gimmick, he's got an initial rating above average, 58 C-. He then grabs the mic afterwards and goes, "I am back in the WWF to help my brother-in-law." And that's what I'm going to do. Solve the new Pro Wrestling USA thing they're doing. This is not where he is going. He is going for one thing very, very soon. We will be WWF World Tag Team Champions. So yeah, Pro Wrestling USA is going to be this era's version of NXT, basically. So any of the young guys I've got are going to go down there. They're going to be down there, working their butts off, becoming better wrestlers. At the moment, down there's Chris Jericho, Jim Powers, and Hunter Hearst Helmsley, but I've hired a load more to go down there, so it'll expand. Animal is like, now I might be injured, but I'm going nowhere. I'm here to support my brother, and together we'll rise the singles division. We are the Road Warriors, and all just goes, "I want to rush." 68C+. He is in action in our main event tonight as well on Superstars. They've got bigger fish to fry on the Raw than put these guys in. In a decent match, the Tonga Kid defeated Camilla in 2024 by... I put my teeth in. By pin for the Samoan drop. The Tonga Kid 53. Carmella 61. Noah Pro 62C, not bad. And then in a decent match, the Rock and Roll Express defeat the Headshrinkers at 7:46 when Robert Gibson defeated Samu by pin with a double drop kick. Fatu 52, Samu 53, Robert Gibson 64. Ricky Morton 65, no work for 60C, not bad. This is becoming quite a good show. And our main event of the night is going to be Road Warrior Hawk versus Truly Blanchard. And in a bout of fantastic heat and good wrestling, Road Warrior Hawk defeated Truly Blanchard in 15-11 by pin with a flying clothesline. Road Warrior Hawk 61, Truly Blanchard 68, no work for 66C+. That's where we end the show. Well, he'll be going to rehab then, so we will not be seeing Road Warrior Hawk and Animal. But yeah, so no specific comments have been made about this show. We will continue into Raw, and we'll see you for the next section of Raw. Thank you for watching. Welcome back to Raw, 1993. Build at WrestleMania 4 continues tonight, and we open up the night with Gene Okerlund backstage. 10,143 people at the USF Sundome. Geez, welcome to Winning Night Raw, and tonight we have some great action planned, but first joining me backstage now, Mr. Fuji and Yokozuna. And I'm not going to try and be racist, but you can't help but do a Mr. Fuji accent when you talk to him. You think Mr. Bret Hart, that you can win at WrestleMania? No. It's not going to happen. Mr. Yokozuna, my Yokozuna, will be WWF champion. And tonight, he's going to face some local guy and show you what he can do. So yeah, we got WrestleMania coming up. As you can see, we've got David Boy Smith versus Dynamite Kid, Hulk Hogan versus Mr. Perfect, The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels. That is going to continue until after UK Rampage, because I want to have some stuff on. But I'm going to be bringing in some monthly super shows until we start doing the one night onlys, which I think, if I remember rightly, the In Your House series started in 1995, so that is when we'll start doing In Your House pay-per-views. So in May 1995 we'll start doing Your Houses, but we've got 2 years. But But in a decent match on the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Yokozuna defeated Larry Hamilton in 5:38 by pinfall with the bonsai drop. These two have pretty good chemistry for one night any guy. Larry Hamilton 30, Yokozuna 60. Noah Bruins 58C minus. In a decent match, the Nasty Boys defeated Jet Set in 7:28 when Jerry Sags defeated Rey Mysterio Jr. by pinfall trip to Nastyville. Jerry Sags 66, Brian Knobbs 68, Rey Mysterio Jr. 55, Eddie Guerrero 65, Noah Bruins 70C plus. And Shawn Michaels is in his locker room and he's in the mirror getting ready for a match. When he looks up, you can see his reflection has its mouth and eyes sewn shut. Shawn leaves the room quickly, quite shaken up. So yeah, this is getting a bit more interesting now. Shawn's just looked up in the mirror and he's seen his reflection, but his eyes are sewn shut. His mouth is sewn shut. 69C plus, not the best. 73B minus from Davey Boy, and he's like, "Look here, WWF, you tricked me back. You see, kid hates me, and I hate him and all of you. He thinks he's a bulldog. No, I carried the team to the top of the WWF. I carried the whole team, and now WrestleMania, I'm going to show you why. Show you all why I stopped him using the bulldog name, because he can't wrestle, and he is nothing." 73B minus from David Boy there. In an extremely short match, Razor Ramon defeated Coco Beware in 4 minutes 54 by pinfall with the Razor's Edge. Razor Ramon 71, Coco Beware 49, no work appearance, 67C plus. In an extremely short match, Natural Disasters defeated Steiner Brothers in 5:04 when Earthquake defeated Scott Steiner by pinfall with the running senton bomb. The Natural Disasters make defenders #1 of their world tag team titles. Scott Steiner 68, Rick Steiner 71, Typhoon 53, Earthquake 63, no work appearance, 69C plus. And then Hulk Hogan's backstage, he gets an 81B. That's what we want. Gene, welcome back. In just a minute, you're going to see the Intercontinental title match live, but now joining me now, Hulk Hogan. And it was like, let me tell you something, Mean Gene. Mr. Perfect has picked on me, and at WrestleMania it's going to be me, and I'm going to, with the help of all my Hall of Maniacs, we'll destroy the man known as Mr. Perfect. So what you going to do when Hulkamania runs wild on you, brother? A typical Hulk Hogan promo there. 80B, not bad. In a decent match, Shawn Michaels defeated Chris Benoit in 20 minutes 25 by pinfall the Sweet Chin Music. Shawn Michaels makes defense #3 of his WWF Intercontinental title. Benoit got a 53, Shawn Michaels got a 72. Michaels in technical and performance. 68C plus main event. 66C plus closing angle. After the match, Shawn clutches his title when the lights go off and on. When the dummy is in the ring in a casket, then Shawn backs off, the lights go out and on, and the dummy is replaced by The Undertaker, who sits up and looks straight at Shawn. Then Paul appears on the stage laughing as Raw finishes up for the night. 66C plus. And then in a post-show bout of fantastic heat and great wrestling, The Undertaker defeated Jake Roberts in 10:08 by pinfall the Tombstone Piledriver. Jake Roberts 75, Undertaker 69, no work appearance, 58C minus. We end the show with 70C plus, and he lost his popularity across the entirety of America. What can you do? So we're going to hit continue. I knew it would, and I'm going to show you a bit more quickly in depth of USPW. This is where the game freezes and takes forever to load. It shouldn't take that long. He says, thinking it's going to take forever. But yeah, we're going to show you a bit of United States Pro Wrestling, and what was going to be the new training grounds. There's a British Independent show. Who was on that last night then? Tony Walsh, Skull Murphy, Dale Preston, who is a former King Kendo. Not bad. Tony Walsh, Jim Brooks. Not bad. We've got a load of people coming in. But yeah, so developmental company. We've got Chris Jericho, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and Jim Powers, as I said, down there at the moment, but they can come back up anytime. But yeah, Pro Wrestling USA is our child company. The current owner is Bob Armstrong. Chief J Strongbro is our, current head booker, because he's been in the WWF, as you may or may not know. He is a regional star for the WWF prior to the expansion under Vince McMahon. And then Bob Armstrong has also worked for the WWF in some capacity, so they both can get a chance. And as you can see, Hawk, we need to sort out, and Jake Roberts, we need to sort out. But yeah, Barry Horowitz, I don't know why Barry Horowitz has got another contract offer. Yeah, but we're bringing him permanently. But you've got Booker T, Brian Lawler, Daniels, Devon, Edge, Glenn Gilberti, Glenn Gobers, Jerry Lynn, John Bradshaw, Ken Shamrock, Kid James, Kip James, Lance Storm, Mark Lamock, Matt Hardy, Robin Dan, Shane Hound, Sid Richards, Stevie Richards, Taz, Tim Storm, and Tommy Dreamer will be signed to contracts. very soon, and they'll be working down there as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for watching this part, the first part of this episode, as we continue the road to WrestleMania. And what will Shawn Michaels do next week in response to what The Undertaker did this week is all to play for next week on Monday Night Raw. Welcome back to WWF Superstars. We've got a huge match planned for tonight, Monday Night Raw taping or live show. Fu is not suited to his gimmick. It's the first time he's under one coming. He's not suited. Great. Where's Monday Night Raw? There it is. So we've got Randy Savage, Dynamite Kid, Hulk Hogan, and Bret Hart taking on Yokozuna, Dave Boy Smith Jr., Mr. Perfect, and Vader. It will be happening at WrestleMania, where Vader will be taking on Mr. Randy Savage. That will be one of the main matches at WrestleMania this year, because this is my version of the WWF, and Vader now works for us, and it's going to be happening live on pay-per-view. But there we go. Fu, we're going to destroy the entire roster, the entire WWF roster. We're going to destroy and plunder and kick ass. We are Samoan Savages. So the Samoan Savages, Fu is not suited to his gimmick. It's a good job he's not going to be on anything else tonight. Because, of course, they don't appear. Well, 44D, not the best, but it's a Superstars. We only keep this going because it's the only show we have in England. In a decent match, IRS defeated Crush in 7:54 by putting the stock market crash. Crush 53, IRS 59. No work improvements. 60C. I think it's the first time he's been in action for a while. I try and shake things up. Doink the Clown makes a return tonight. He doesn't wrestle, but he does make an appearance. In a good match, Big Boss Man defeated Razor Ramon in 8:20 by pinfall. Razor Ramon 65, Big Boss Man 69. No work improvements, 68C+. Welcome to my funhouse. So long you have underestimated me, and now the clown is back to wreak havoc on the WWF, and it begins next week. And then we have a video hyping up the rivalry or the continuing storyline between Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. 67C+. Nicely done. Then in a decent match, the Jet Set defeated Nasty Boys in 8:28 when Eddie Guerrero defeated Brian Knowles by pinning with Frog Splash. Rey Mysterio Jr. 53, Eddie Guerrero 64, Jerry Sags 54, Brian Knobs 54. No work rooms, a 61C, not a bad match. Can't complain with that. In about a good heat and decent wrestling, Bam Bam Bigelow defeated Brutus Beefcake in 8:28 by pinning with a diving headbutt. Bam Bam Bigelow 68, Brutus Beefcake 59, Beefcake improving in performance, 67C+. And our main event of the night is Sergeant Slaughter making his in-ring return to the WWF against the Tonga Kid. And in above a good heat and decent wrestling, Sergeant Slaughter defeated the Tonga Kid in 16:53 by pinfall. Both of these were visibly tiring towards the end. Sergeant Slaughter 74, the Tonga Kid 47, Tonga Kid and Technol. That's where we end tonight's tapings. With a 67C+. Not a bad Superstars taping. So we'll see you guys for Monday Night Raw in a few ticks. Hello and welcome to hopefully the best Monday Night Raw we've done, because we really need to start stepping up our game, otherwise we're going to be losing a lot of fans and a lot of popularity. But we open up the night with Shawn Michaels backstage as 15,983 people at the MS St. Louis Arena. I didn't edit the arena because I've got to, so we're back on our touring schedule next week. But Shawn's like, look, Undertaker, what are you doing to scare me? Yes, it's William me. No. You see, in 3 weeks live on pay-per-view, I'm going to be walking into Vegas and leaving as champion. You can do all your magic tricks, but they don't matter. This is my title and I am champion. And I'm going to be, after WrestleMania, still. 67C+ from Michaels there. Of course, he's not as popular as what he will be in a few years' time, hopefully. In a decent match, Jim Nadine Hart and Owen Hart defeated the Bushwhackers in 9:01. When Jim Nadine Hart defeated Bushwhacker Luke by pinning with the Anvil Flatliner. Owen Hart 59, Jim Nadine Hart 59, Bushwhacker Butch 50, and Luke 39. No worker. Oh, sorry, Butch improving in performance, 56C-. Not bad. In a decent match, Chris Benoit defeated Terry Taylor in 6:04 by submission on the Crippler Crossface, a 67C+. Terry Taylor 55, Benoit 57. No work improvement, 67C+. Not bad. Hulk Hogan and Mr. Perfect are backstage and they're having a massive brawl. Gets a 78B. That's a better angle than what we have. Bret Hart gets 76B-. And so Gene's like, welcome back to Monday Night Raw. Joining me now, the WWF champion, Bret Hart. And Bret's like, thank you. It seems like my brothers are doing stupid shit against the fans. Look here. I ain't been here. I've been in Canada resting up. I've seen all of the crap that Mr. Fuji and Yokozuna have been saying. And now I'm going to say this. Just because you're big, it don't mean you're unbeatable. And I'll find a way to lock in my sharpshooter and make him tap. Because I am the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. There's 76B- from Bret the Hitman Hart there. And, you know, he's saying, just because you're big doesn't mean I can't lock in my submission and win. But we'll see what happens at WrestleMania. We're a few weeks away from that. And in a poor match, Carmella defeated Hunter Hearst Helmsley's come back for one night only in 7:04 by pin of the Air Africa. Hunter Hearst Helmsley 31, Camilla 60, Carmella 61. That is why he is down working at the PW USA. So I feel that he's doing some good matches. 63C-. In NXT short match, Natural Disasters defeated Rock and Roll Express in 4:34 when Earthquake defeated Robert Gibson by pinfall with a running senton bomb. Robert Gibson 59, Ricky Morton 56, Typhoon 56, Earthquake 69. Robert Gibson in performance, Typhoon in performance of 67C+. Not bad. And music video showing to promote Sergeant Slaughter and stating that he will be here next week. And we've also got a big match announcement for him for WrestleMania. He's going to be facing someone from All Japan Pro Wrestling. He's going to be working with the WWF for the foreseeable future, hopefully, if he signs a contract. But we're making that announcement next week. On Raw, we're also going to be making an announcement during the post-show match but I'll make it now. At the show, it'll be Jim Duggan taking on the $1 Million Man as well at the venue. So that's something that's going to be happening for the 3-hour pay-per-view. And in our main event, we get an 80B. Finally, we get a decent main event match. And in an exceptional match, Yokozuna, Davey Boy Smith, Mr. Perfect, and Vader defeated Randy Savage, Dynamite Kid, Hulk Hogan, and Bret Hart in 20 minutes 18, when Mr. Perfect defeated Dynamite Kid by putting a handful of tights. Bret Hart got an 89, Hulk Hogan got an 82, Bret Hart's better than fucking Hulk Hogan. Dynamite Kid got a 57, Randy Savage got a 93, Vader got a 90, Mr. Perfect got an 89, Davey Boy Smith got a 69 and Yokozuna got a 61. Hulk Hogan in Rumble, Vader in Flying and Yokozuna in Technical. All the storylines have advanced for this segment and gained heat. That gives us an 80B main event, but we have got one match to finish off. Oh dear. Well, it might mean that we have to cancel our storyline. And in a post-show bout that had fantastic heat and great wrestling, Shawn Michaels and Jim Duggan defeated the $1 Million Man and Undertaker in 15:17 when Shawn Michaels defeated the Undertaker by pin of the Sweet Chin Music. Undertaker 69, $1 Million Man 80, Jim Duggan 66, Shawn Michaels 72. Jim Duggan in performance 58C-. That's where we end tonight's Raw. Please be good, please be good. 76B-, it only lost its popularity in 6 regions. Kept us even in other regions, but still not good enough. But what can you do? You're trying your best, guys. We'll see you guys again next week, because I don't think we've got the popular enough stars to keep this going. But next week we're going to have a full main event Raw. So every match is going to feature something heading into WrestleMania. We're only 2 weeks away now, guys. So I'll see you next week as we continue the countdown to the end of the road, because it's the road to WrestleMania, and it continues next week on Raw. Next week, USA Wrestling have confirmed that we can have a 2-hour time slot for Monday Night Raw. The go-home edition of Raw will be 2 hours long for one night only. We're going to go back to an hour after that. But yes, we are here, we are live, we are uncensored. And opening us up tonight is Mr. Ric Flair. We are coming. You have seen my good friend Truly is here, and I'm going to say it now. The 4 Horsemen are coming to the WWF, and we're coming to take over. Woo! Big announcement here for the UK and the American fans. And in a decent match, the Jet Sets defeat Jim Nadine Hart and Owen Hart in 6:30 when Eddie Guerrero defeated Owen Hart by putting the Frog Splash. Rey Mysterio Jr. 62, Eddie Guerrero 59, Owen Hart 62, Jim Nadine Hart 61, Eddie Guerrero Flying. Tonight is a tag team spectacular. There is only one non-tag team singles match on the card tonight. On Superstars, where all the tag teams that WWF have tonight are in action, and we've got a huge World Tag Team title main event. You do not want to miss it. But in a terrible match, Doink the Clown defeated Edge in 6:28 by pin for the Ruppy Cushion. Edge got a 22, Doink the Clown got a 51, no work appearance 27E. As I said, Doink the Clown will be here next week. He is here, and he defeats Edge, who's going back down to our training school for a reason. And then Stan Hansen's here, and he's like, Stan Hansen has arrived in the WWF, and he's going to show you what this American can do, and that's kick ass. Sergeant Slaughter WrestleMania is going to be me versus you, and that night I'll kick ass and show you why I am the top guy in All Japan Pro Wrestling. So yes, Stan Hansen has arrived in the WWF, and he is here for one thing only, and that is glory. And it will be Stan Hansen in action, the 43-year-old, against the 44-year-old. They're quite close in age. At WrestleMania, Sergeant Slaughter versus Stan Hansen. It's going to be a good one. The 60C, not bad. Ted DiBiase Jr. is backstage. He goes, Jim Duggan, everybody's got a price in a WrestleMania. I'll find yours live when I beat you. Ha ha ha. Money is a rich man's game, and I have lots of it. A 78B minus. And then in about a decent wrestling, but don't cheat, the Head Shrinkers defeat the Bushwhackers in 624, and Samu defeat Bushwhacker Luke by putting the diving headbutt. Bushwhacker Butch 53, Bushwhacker Luke 40, Fatu 47, Samu 59, no work improvements, 54C minus. In a decent match, the Nasty Boys defeated the Rock and Roll Express in 746 when Jay Sags defeated Robert Gibson by pinfall the trip to Nastyville. Jay Sags 55, Brian Knobs 59, Robert Gibson 58, Ricky Morton 56. No work appearance 59C. Not the best match. Yeah, I lie. It can't be as bad as our main event, as the Steiner Brothers will take on the Natural Disasters in their final chance to get the titles, and this time it is inside a steel cage. Yes, my friends, a steel cage match against a 67C plus. In about a good heat and decent wrestling, the Natural Disasters defeated the Steiner Brothers in a cage escape match in 2010 when Earthquake escaped the cage. The Natural Disasters make defenders number 2 of their WWF World Tag Team titles. Scott Steiner 68, Rick Steiner 65, Typhoon 53, Earthquake 71. No work for 67C plus. That is a brilliant match. I'm proud of that actually. 67C plus. That's where we end the show. Gives us a 65C overall. I'll see you guys for Monday Night Raw in a few ticks. Welcome back. Monday Night Raw is rolling. I need to go and feed the cats after this. So, yay. Paul Bearer is backstage and he goes, oh, yes! Something wicked this way comes, and Mr. Michaels, you're going to feel it at WrestleMania. Sean, you have been stupid, and me and Undertaker are stepping up the price of gold. It's going to be a casting match at WrestleMania Live, and that night my Undertaker will lock you away for good, my friend. Oh, yes! 63C to open up Monday Night Raw tonight. And at WrestleMania it will be a casting match between The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, and there it is. Nice way to open up. In a good match, Big Boss Man defeated Bam Bam Bigelow in 5:35 by pinfall. Bam Bam Bigelow 72, Big Boss Man 67. No work appearance, 73B minus. Not bad. In above a great heat and decent wrestling, The Undertaker defeated Camilla in 7:45 by pinfall the Tombstone Piledriver. Camilla 55, Undertaker 64. No work appearance, 62C. Not bad. And then Mr. Perfect's backstage and he cuts a very long promo. And he's like, look around, Gene. You don't need to be heard. You just need to stand there and hold the mic. So what if I rolled him up with tights? So what? A win is a win. Hogan, it looks like your days are numbered in the WWF. It seems like you're pissing off people with your backstage politics. And soon enough, it's going to be my time. Sorry, it is my time now. I'm going to beat Hogan in Vegas in 2 weeks, and next week on the 2-hour special, me and Vader are going to team up and face Randy Savage and Hogan inside a steel cage, and in that match, I'll prove what I am made of. So next week on Monday Night Raw, my friends, we did a trial for it this past week. It went really well. It will be Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage inside a steel cage against their opponents at the WrestleMania, as Mr. Perfect and Vader will be teaming up against Hogan and Randy Savage. Yes, inside a steel cage. That is next week on Monday Night Raw. And don't forget that Randy Savage is going to have to evade Vader 6 nights after that in a 1-on-1 match. 74B minus. Bret Hart's backstage and Mr. Fuji and Yokozuna running, beating him up, leaving him down and out. That heads into this match, and in a Belvan Fantasy in great wrestling, Dynamite Kid and Bret Hart defeat Yokozuna and Davey Boy Smith in 720, when Dynamite Kid defeat Davey Boy Smith by pin with the running diving headbutt. Bret Hart 89, Dynamite Kid 66, Davey Boy 70, Yokozuna 58, Yokozuna in Technical 76B minus. In an exceptional match, Vader defeated Sergeant Slaughter in 629 by pin with the Vader Bomb. Vader 91, Sergeant Slaughter 78. No work appearance, 74B minus. Your main event of the night is Hulk Hogan versus the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. And in about fantastic in great wrestling, Hulk Hogan defeated the $1 Million Man in 1945 by pinfall, a big leg drop. The $1 Million Man 71, Hulk Hogan a 74. Hogan in Rumble a 77B, not bad at all. And then after the match, Mr. Perfect just comes out and attacks and beating up Hogan. That's where we end Monday Night Raw with 76B minus. Seriously? Lost its popularity in 6 regions. Well, later on, we're going to go to a bigger time slot next week. We're going to have 2 hours to play about with Monday Night Raw, as it is the go-home edition. We'll see you next week for Superstars and Raw in a few ticks. So this episode of WWF Superstars might be a bit boring because there's no big angles on it. It's practically me and a load of wrestling. But in about a good wrestling and decent match in the crowd, Brian Pillman defeated IRS in 7:35 by pinfall of the Air Pillman. Brian Pillman 79, IRS 55, no work improvements. We are at the Black Ham Coliseum tonight. 75B minus, not a bad match. Then we got a video hyping up the match this coming Sunday night at WrestleMania between Hulk Hogan and Mr. Perfect. We then got Jerry Lawler defeating Chris Benoit in 7:37 by pinfall after using the foreign object. Jerry Lawler 63, Benoit 56, no work appearance for 59C. Then we got a video hyping up the casket match between The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. And then the Ringmaster. I joked. I had to do one. The Ringmaster has arrived to the WWF, and at last I'm going to stand tall and make my name. WCW did not trust me, but I'm going to show you what you lost in me. 70C plus, not a bad promo for his debut. And in a decent match, the Ringmaster defeated Jim Burnsall in 7:48 by pinfall of the Stun Gun. Jim Burnsall 53, the Ringmaster 62, no work improvements, 61C. Welcome to the company, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Anyway, in a decent match, Coco Beware defeated Doink the Clown in 5:54 by pinfall of Birdbuster. Doink the Clown 60, Coco Beware 48, no work appearance 58C minus. Video hyping up the world title match at the WrestleMania between Hart and Yokozuna. Then in about a very good heat and decent action and decent wrestling, Razor Ramon defeated Big Boss Man in 1950 by pinfall of the Razor's Edge. Big Boss Man 67, Razor Ramon 62, no work improvements, 69C plus. That is where we end tonight's show with 69C. No specific comments have been made about the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you live for WWF Raw. And this edition of Raw is going to be a 2-hour special. So get ready and fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a roller coaster ride. Welcome to the go-home edition of Monday Night Raw! That's how Vince McMahon does it, isn't it? That's who I'm playing now, so I've got to do it like him, otherwise it sounds a bit weird. Hello everybody, welcome back. Oh god. Ignore Darth Vader noises. Well, give me a second. Anakin, are you finished? Thank you. Sorry about that. I have a Build-A-Bear. I just Build-A-Bear Darth Vader bear, and I just moved him and accidentally caught his sound chip. He also has a lightsaber that lights up. It's awesome. Called Darth Vader. He's called Anakin because that was Darth Vader's real voice. Star Wars spoilers. We are sold out tonight with 12,068 people at the Backman Coliseum, and Bret Hart opens up the night and comes down to the ring. This is a 2-hour edition. This is only going to be the 2-hour Raw you'll ever see. But this Sunday Night Live is WrestleMania, and that night's going to be a huge night. Now, Bret Hart is the main event and the fans love me. Now, Yokozuna, I've been watching and I've seen what you do. And you might be big and strong, but I know I can lock him in the sharpshooter because I am the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. And then Mr. Fuji comes out through the letters and he's like, look here, Mr. Bret Hart. This man nearly covers up the letters on this Raw logo. Now you think this Sunday Night Live you're going to beat him? No. You see, Bret, you think this is a battle you can win, it won't be. And you and Shawn will find out the true meaning of fear tonight when we beat you both in the tag match tonight. 63C, we open up the night, and in a decent match, Mankind defeated Carmella in 7:36 by pinfall of the double arm DDT. Mankind 64, Carmella 64, no work appearance 67C plus. Welcome to the company, Mick Foley, aka Mankind. In a decent match, the Rock and Roll Express defeated the Nasty Boys in 8:23, and Ricky Morton defeated Jerry Sags by pinfall of the double drop kick. Jerry Sags 58, Brian Knobbs 59, Robert Gibson 58, Ricky Morton 57. Jerry Sags in performance. That means the Rock and Roll Express have earned themselves a shot for the World Tag titles at WrestleMania. You thought I wasn't going to put the titles on the line at WrestleMania? We've got to have the fucking tag titles on the line at WrestleMania, guys. Come on. So yeah. That's going to be the Natural Disasters versus the Rock and Roll Express live at WrestleMania this coming Sunday night. 61C, not a bad match. And then it's the Four Horsemen. This was the deal WWF, and it made it happen for the first time ever. The Four Horsemen standing together in this WWF ring. You see, me and I might be injured, but this won't stop the Four Horsemen making history and taking over the WWF. Truly, are you ready for your match? We'll be watching. Woo! So Ole Anderson's badass, very good. Arn Anderson and Force are great. Arn Anderson will be back probably by next Monday night, hopefully. Ric Flair's still going to be out for a couple of months. But in about that great heat and decent wrestling, Dynamite Kid defeated Truly Blanchard in 7:43 by pinfall for the diving headbutt following the botching defense by Davey Boy Smith. Truly Blanchard 60, Dynamite Kid 61. No work improvements. We need to take Ole Anderson off as his manager them, if they're not going to work well. I'm just going to move my phone because I'm watching Just Add Magic while doing all this. I'm now up to Mystery City, so there you go. You got very lucky. You're not this Sunday night. You won't be so lucky. When I kick your ass and send you packing to the UK, I'm going to prove to these stupid fans that I was the only decent part of the British Bulldogs. Strong words there from Davey Boy. 71C+. Then Shawn Michaels is backstage and she's like, welcome back to Raw. Joining me now, Intercontinental Champion Shawn Michaels. She was like, 2 hours of fine wrestling and this Sunday you got WrestleMania. Now I am in a casting match. God help me. I know I'm going to sound like a crybaby, but that's the Undertaker's match. He made it famous and now I'm going into it like it's nothing. I know I've got less chances of winning, but I'm going to go out there and give it my best shot to retain it hard. It's going to happen live and I'm going to make sure that I come away with a win and my Intercontinental. So Shawn understands the enormity of being in this sort of match, but he's like, but it don't matter. I'm going to go in and I'm going to come out as Intercontinental Champion. Beautiful. In an exceptional match, Jim Duggan and Sergeant Slaughter defeated $1 Million Man and Bam Bam Bigelow in 6:42, and Sergeant Slaughter defeated $1 Million Man by pinfall. Sergeant Slaughter 85, Jim Duggan 70. Bam Bam Bigelow 72, $1 Million Man 80, no work room 73B minus. The reason I did this is because Stan Hansen is in All Japan Pro Wrestling tonight. He's only on a pay-per-view deal with us. In a decent match, Head Shrinkers defeat Jet Set in 8:24. In 8:24, and Samu defeated Rey Mysterio Jr. by pinfall for the double diving headbutt. Fatu 51, Samu 56, Rey Mysterio 65, Eddie 71, no work room 66C+. Then Gene's like, welcome back, joining me now, the man in the red and yellow, Hulk Hogan. Hulk's like, well, let me tell you something, Mean Gene. Inside the 20-foot high steel cage match, me and Randy Savage will join forces for one night only. The Mega Powers are back. And this Sunday Night Live, it's going to be me and my Hulkamaniacs kicking Mr. Perfect's ass all over the ring. So what you going to do when Hulkamania runs wild on you, brother? It's only 6B minus. And then Jim Duggan's like, so everybody's got a price, and it's not going to be that easy this Sunday Night Live on pay-per-view. I'm going to kick your ass the American way and show you that money don't mean a thing. Ho! And he does his little thumb. 64C from Jim Duggan. But then in about that great, good heat and decent wrestling, Sid Vicious returns. Or makes his debut, I don't know if it's his return or debut, defeating Bruce Beefcake in 6:55 by power pinfall the powerbomb. Bruce Beefcake 58, Sid Vicious 62, no gimmick, Monster Gimmick 64C. In a decent match, Nadine and Owen Hart defeated the Steiner brothers in 6:56 when Jim Nadine Hart defeated Rick Steiner by pinfall the Anvil Flatliner. Scott Steiner 72, Rick 66, Owen 64, Jim Nadine Hart 51. No work improvement 68C+. Not bad, ain't on the phone. Then we got our two main events of the evening, our two tag title matches, which are going to showcase the four big main matches of this Cummins before Sony 3B minus. So in a battle that fantastic and great wrestling, Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart defeated The Undertaker and Yokozuna in 10-11 when Shawn Michaels defeated Yokozuna by pinfall the Sweet Chin Music. In terms of ring work, Bret Hart's head and shoulders above the outs. Yokozuna was a weakness to the keep out of performance. Bret Hart 89, Shawn Michaels 73, Yokozuna 57, The Undertaker had a ring ring performance of 69, Yokozuna in Technical and The Undertaker in Technical 79B. Not a bad match. Not a bad match at all, actually. That was before. Sorry, she's just asking about the Starbucks order. 79B minus, so not bad actually. Excuse me, I'm trying to record here. So it's chocolate, Strawberries and... Hold on. Does anyone know how to spell strawberries? Strawberries and cream with... white chocolate and coffee. Right, where was I? So this is a good match actually, and this is going to give hype because we've now seen Shawn Michaels actually defeat Yokozuna, who's the current, who's going after Bret Hart. So this is quite big for the future. Sorry about that pause there, but I'm having to message my fiance what I want from a bloody coffee shop when she knows what I have from Starbucks. And a caramel syrup. Because they sell their syrups as well, which is really useful, which is another reason why I'm sending her in next. I need caramel syrup for my coffee machine. But 79B, let's go on with the main event instead of texting my fiance. And the video plays hyping Hogan versus Savage versus Mr. Perfect and Vader inside the steel cage. It is your main event tonight. This is huge. In an exceptional match, Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan defeated Mr. Perfect and Vader in a cage escape match in 24:39 when Hulk Hogan escaped the cage. Hulk Hogan 89, Randy Savage 98, Vader 90, Mr. Perfect 87, Hogan... I got gingerbread. No, 91A, beautifully done. Beautifully done. And that's where I end the show with an 85B+. This show increased our popularity in 6 regions. What more do you want from a great wrestling go-home show? Ladies and gentlemen, let's hope we can do that at WrestleMania. We'll see you at WrestleMania. Welcome back. It's WrestleMania 12 time. Are we ready? Let's get on with this. We've got some pre-show matches. We have got 16,891 at the Caesars Palace tonight. And in the pre-show bout, Subpar Wrestling will hit Doink the Clown, IRS, Papa Shango, Sid Vicious, Steve Regal, defeat Tommy Seabolt, Jep Swanson, Ennie O'Grady, David Haskins, and Kaz Taylor, who were all at Richmond Talent Hide so they could lose to these guys. In 10:25, and Stephen Regal defeat Dave Haskins by pin of the Regal Plex. Chaz Taylor 35, Dave Haskins 26, Ennie O'Grady 29, Jep 39. Tommy Seabolt 25, Regal 63, Vicious 58, Papa Shango 49, IRS 16, Doink the Clown 57. Ennie O'Grady in performance and Doink the Clown in performance 52D+. In the pre-show had Great Wrestling in the social card, Bam Bam Bigelow defeated Brian Pillman in 7:45 by pin for the diving headbutt. Brian Pillman 73, Bam Bigelow 76, Bam Bigelow in performance 71C+, not bad. In a decent pre-show match, Jim Bernzel, Carmella and Crush defeat Chris Benoit, Mankind and the Ringmaster in 8:22, and Carmella defeat Chris Benoit by pinfall with the Savute kick. Crush 56, Carmella 61, Jim Bernzel 54, Ringmaster 63, Mankind 67, Benoit 57. Ringmaster in Rumble and in performance, Carmella improving in technical and Jim Bernzel in performance 63C, not bad. In a decent pre-show match, Terry Taylor defeated the Tonga Kid in 8:16 by pin with a flying forearm smash. Terry Taylor 59, the Tonga Kid 52. Tonga Kid in performance 60C, not bad. In a decent pre-show match, the Nasty Boys defeat Jet Set in 8:24 and Jerry Sags defeat Rey Mysterio Jr. by pin for the trip to Nastyville. Rey Mysterio Jr. 66, Eddie Guerrero 70, Jerry Sags 58, Brian Knobbs 61. No work improvement, 67C+. I better get my voice on. Give me a second. Tonight's the night where the biggest names are etched in history of wrestling. Tonight's the night where the biggest superstars become immortals. We'll see what happens on this groundbreaking night. And now WWF and Caesars Palace presents WrestleMania. So we got to the rumor, we see the Roman set, and then over the commentary where Jim Ross, Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan sat ringside. Yeah, they're not wearing togas. We're not doing a toga thing, but we're going to have a nice Roman, kind of set. Because I can. And Jim's like, welcome to WrestleMania tonight. We've got so many big matches. Bobby, look here, WWF is a changing face, and I think Hogan's time is over, because it's the time of Mr. Perfect. And Monsoon's like, will you shut up and stop being a loser? Hogan is going to win let's start with a casket match. So yeah, we're going to open up the night with the prelude casket match. Everybody's wrestling tonight, which is quite good. And in a bout that had fantastic heat and good wrestling, The Undertaker defeats Shawn Michaels in a casket match in 19 minutes 47. When Shawn Michaels is trapped, The Undertaker wins the Intercontinental. Undertaker 64, Shawn Michaels 76. No work of improvement. He remains undefeated at WrestleMania. In about that good heat and decent wrestling, Brutus Beefcake defeated Razor Ramon in 10-17 by pinfall. Brutus Beefcake 56, Razor Ramon 71. No work improvements. Once Hogan's gone, Beefcake's gone. Simple. In a good match, Big Boss Man defeated Jerry Lawler in 9:49 by pinfall. Big Boss Man 66, Jerry Lawler 64. No work improvements, 68C+. In a decent match, the Bushwhackers defeated Steiner Brothers, the Headstrings, and Nadine, and no Jim Nadine Hart and Owen Hart in 13:37. The elimination was the Headshrinkers, then Nadine Owen Hart, and finally the Steiners. 63C. Owen Hart 66, Jim 58, Scott Steiner 64, Rick Steiner 66, Fatu 51, Samu 60, Bushwhacker Butch 51, and Bushwhacker Luke 42. Bushwhackers and Bushwhacker Butch improved in performance. 63C, not the best. In a decent match, Masahiro Chono on offer from New Japan Pro Wrestling defeated Koko Beware in 14:53 by pinfall. The Yakuza Kick, Koko Beware 47, Masahiro Chono 67. We also had no Stan Hansen here tonight because he decided to go to All Japan for whatever reason. In about that great heat and good wrestling, Dynamite Kid defeated Davey Boy Smith in 17:43 by pinfall the diving headbutt. Davey Boy Smith had a ring run performance of 70, Dynamite Kid 60, no work improvement 60C. That's because I want to keep that storyline going on. In a decent match, the Natural Disasters defeated the Rock and Roll Express in 14:41 when Earthquake defeated Robert Gibson by pinfall the running senton. The National Disaster made defense number 3. Robert Gibson 61, Ricky Morton 59, Typhoon 50, Earthquake got a 69, no work approved 67C+. In about fantastic heat and great wrestling, Trudy Blanchard defeated Sergeant Slaughter in 9:56 by pinfall the slingshot suplex. Trudy Blanchard 75, Slaughter 78. Trudy Blanchard in performance 78B, not bad. In about that great heat and good wrestling, the $1 Million Jim Duggan defeated the $1 Million Man in 13:36 by pinfall the Old Glory. $1 Million Man 80, Jim Duggan 62. Jim Duggan improving in technical 74B-. In an exceptional match, Vader defeated Randy Savage in 19:59 by pinfall the Vader Salt. Randy Savage 88, Vader 91. And he's still improving in flying skills. A 92A for that one. In an exceptional match, Mr. Perfect defeated Hulk Hogan in 1939 by pinfall after using a foreign object. Hulk Hogan 82, Mr. Perfect 88, and 87B+. And in about fantastic heat and great wrestling, Bret Hart defeated Yokozuna in 24 minutes 32 by submission on a sharpshooter. Bret Hart makes defense number 4 of his WWF World title. Yokozuna 57, Bret Hart 88, and Yokozuna in technical 80B. Yokozuna was not ready for the WWF title in this time, as you can see. And that's probably why they made Bret Hart lose it. The reason I think in the original WrestleMania 9, when they did this, is they made Bret Hart lose to Yokozuna because he wouldn't make him look weak if he lost to a bigger guy. Then so Yokozuna could lose it to Bret Hart, to Hulk Hogan, so then Bret Hart could win it back from Hogan. It didn't work out like that, but that's why we didn't do it in this show. We got an 81B, increased our popularity in 11 regions. I'm not going to complain, but I'm telling you who's going to be getting the speech of the night. It's going to Vader, who is going to be put into the world title storyline now after that performance tonight against Bret Hart. But yeah, those guys are going to get that. They're all going to be praised. Ladies and gentlemen, that was WrestleMania 9, done better than the original series. So yeah, this is it now. That's the end of the series. Of course, I'm not going to end it there. We are going to continue. The idea was to make a better WrestleMania, which we've done. But I have plans for going on in the future, with names like Mankind and Steve Austin here early, and Diesel's been signed but he's injured for a whole year. So we'll find out what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you in the next episode, which will be episode number 3. The night after WrestleMania, 1 hour Monday Night Raw will begin with Superstars and Raw in the next episode. Thank you for watching, guys.